Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to show you how you can deploy a Flask application on Railway, which is a hosting platform for 100% free. So let's begin. So the process is very straightforward. It just includes some steps. So I'm going to show you how you can deploy a Flask application on a GitHub repo in this hosting service, which is Railway. So let's begin. So first of all, head up to the official Railway website, which is Railway.com, and log in to Railway using a account. So you can use a GitHub account for it as well. You can log in from this button, and then you can click on continue with GitHub, or you can just log in using email or Google as well. All right. So after you have logged in, you will be redirected to the Railway dashboard, which will look something like this. Perfect. So now I'll show you what app we are going to deploy on this, which is a test Flask app I have built right here. So I'll just show you the directory of this Flask app. So I have the templates right here, the git ignore, the app.py is the main file, and we have the requirements.txt. If you do not know how to create a requirements.txt, you can just use the pip freeze method inside Python, and it will freeze all the requirements inside a file named requirements.txt on passing their arguments as requirements.txt. All right, so now we can deploy our Flask application on Railway. So for this, I'll just go inside the dashboard, and now I'll just click on create a new project. And now we can just select the first option, which is deploy from GitHub repository, and you'll see your GitHub accounts repository right here if you have logged in with GitHub. If you haven't logged in with GitHub, or meaning you have logged in with Google or email, you will have to configure GitHub app using this button right here, and click on this configure GitHub app. It will ask for your password, and it will log in GitHub into your Railway account. All right, so it is already visible for me because I logged in Railway using the GitHub account. So I can directly choose the repository right here, which is test Flask right here, and it will start the process on its own. Yeah, that's it. That was the major step you have to do to basically deploy your Flask application. Just remember that your directory uh, needs to have requirements.txt, and it will start the deployment on its own. All right, so as you can see, on starting on its own, it has failed due to some uh, initialization and deployment issues regarding the start command. As we can see, no start command could be found. So we just have to configure the start command and build a command, and then we will be ready to go. All right, so just head to the settings of this test Flask, and you can see the source repo is set correctly, and the branch is also correct, which is the main branch. And for other things, for networking, we can actually generate a domain because this is going to be a HTTP website. So we need a domain to actually access this service. Choose your target port. It is going to be 5000 port because our Flask application runs on the 5000 port. And now I just click on generate domain. All right, so it will generate the domain. Perfect. So this is where our application will be live. Let us configure other things first. So we go down to the custom build command. So for the build command, we can just write something like pip install -r and requirements.txt. That can be our build command. And for the start command, which is right here, we can just write Python main.py. For us, it is app.py. And if you want to run this Flask application with Gunicon, you can also do that by running the command Gunicon, which is basically a standard command for running a Flask application, Gunicon bind, and then the application of the file app.py. All right, so I'll just save this start command as well. And now I think we are ready to run this application. And I'll just apply the two changes here by deploying it again. And this will start the deployment process. And I think that's it. It will start the deployment itself, and we'll just wait till it deploys, and then I'll show you the further steps. Your most, uh, but the major work is done now, so we can move forward. All right, so as you can see, we have got the status as active. That means our Flask application has been built and deployed successfully. And I can also access my logs inside build logs and deployment logs. As you can see in the build logs, it has run all the commands, including, first of all, I think it would have installed requirements.txt. And as you can see, it is installing requirements. And then after that, it has run the command, which is the start command, python app.py, and it has started our app and deployed it as well. So this is basically where our application should be live now. And if I try to access this URL in our browser, I should be able to access our application. So let's test it out. And perfect. So this was the test application actually, which was present inside my test Flask app in my GitHub repo, and this is being displayed perfectly. So that means we have just deployed our Flask application on Railway successfully. So it was pretty straightforward and easy, and also it is lifetime free for we have trial of $5. But if your application is a minor project or something like that, your $5 are not going to get exhausted. So this is even essentially free for lifetime. All right, so we have learned how we can deploy our Flask application on Railway for free, and that's it for the video. So thanks for watching.